In the stillness of the night, the sound of sirens pierced through the quiet neighborhood. Bright red and blue lights flashed outside the high school gym, casting eerie shadows. Inside, cheerleading pom-poms lay abandoned, and the echo of a cheer routine lingered in the empty halls. The police had cordoned off the gym, where a lifeless body lay, shrouded in mystery. The news spread quickly, sending shockwaves through the town. Coach Thompson, known for leading the cheerleading team to numerous victories, had been found murdered. But what made it even more shocking was the note found next to him. This is what happens when secrets are revealed. The police had no leads, and the school was in a state of panic. Whispers about the coach's secret life began to surface, and everyone wondered who could have done such a thing. How did it come to this point? The story takes us back to where it all began. 2 months earlier, the cheerleading team was preparing for the big championship. Ellie, the team captain, was known for her grace and leadership. She had a natural talent that inspired everyone around her. Coach Thompson, respected and admired, seemed to have everything under control. But behind the scenes, secrets were brewing. Ellie had noticed strange behavior from Coach Thompson. He would often have secret meetings late at night and receive mysterious phone calls. Her curiosity got the better of her, and she decided to investigate. One night, while everyone else was at home, Ellie snuck into the coach's office. She found a locked drawer and managed to pry it open. Inside, she discovered a stack of letters, each with the same threatening tone. If you don't do as I say, your secret will be exposed. Startled, Ellie couldn't understand why the coach was being blackmailed. She decided to keep this to herself for the time being. However, things took a dark turn when she started receiving similar notes. Someone knew she had found out about the coach's secret. Days turned into weeks, and the pressure mounted. Ellie confided in her best friend, Lisa, who was also on the cheerleading team. Together, they tried to piece together the clues. They discovered that Coach Thompson had been involved in a secret affair with one of the school staff members. This affair had led to complications, and someone was using it to manipulate him. One evening, while they were practicing late, Ellie and Lisa heard voices coming from the gym. They hid and saw Coach Thompson arguing with a mysterious figure. The argument escalated, and the figure threatened him, saying, "Your time is up. You should have done as you were told." The next day, the coach seemed more agitated than ever. He canceled practice and left the school in a hurry. Ellie and Lisa decided to follow him. They trailed him to a secluded park, where they saw him meet with the same figure from the gym. The figure handed him a piece of paper, and the coach looked defeated. Back at school, rumors began to spread about the coach's erratic behavior. The cheerleading team felt the tension, and practice sessions were filled with unease. Ellie tried to stay focused on the upcoming championship, but the mystery surrounding Coach Thompson loomed large. One fateful night, the climax of the story unfolded. The cheerleading team had just finished a successful routine when the lights suddenly went out. Panic ensued as everyone scrambled in the darkness. When the lights came back on, Coach Thompson was found lifeless in the center of the gym. As the police investigated, they uncovered a tangled web of secrets, lies, and betrayal. The coach's affair had indeed caused a scandal, but it was the blackmailer who had orchestrated the entire plot. The figure turned out to be someone unexpected, a trusted member of the school staff who had a personal vendetta against Coach Thompson. The mystery seemed to unravel, but there were still unanswered questions. Who was the blackmailer working with? What other secrets were buried deep within the school walls? As Ellie and Lisa tried to make sense of it all, they realized that the story was far from over. The cheerleading team had won the championship, but the victory felt hollow. They had lost their coach and were left with a sense of unease. In the aftermath, the school tried to move on, but the shadow of the scandal lingered. Ellie and Lisa vowed to uncover the truth, no matter how deep the secrets ran. Little did they know, their journey was only just beginning. And so, the story ends on a cliffhanger, leaving readers eager to find out what happens next. What other dark secrets lie hidden in the school? Who else is involved in the conspiracy? Only time will tell. Their first breakthrough came when they found out about an old janitor, Mr. Peterson, who had worked at the school for decades. He had seen it all and knew a lot about what happened behind the scenes. Ellie and Lisa approached him cautiously, hoping he could shed some light on the situation. Mr. Peterson revealed that Coach Thompson had a complicated past. Before becoming the cheerleading coach, he had been involved in some shady activities that he thought he had left behind. However, someone from his past had resurfaced and started blackmailing him, using the affair with the school staff member as leverage. The girls were stunned by the revelation, but they still had more questions than answers. Who was the mysterious figure that had threatened Coach Thompson, And why had they decided to resort to murder? As they dug deeper, they uncovered a web of corruption that went beyond the cheerleading coach. They found out that the mysterious figure was none other than Mr. Edwards, the school's vice principal. He had been manipulating people behind the scenes, using their secrets against them to maintain control. His ultimate goal was to take over the school and run it his way, without anyone challenging his authority. Ellie and Lisa knew they were treading dangerous ground, but they couldn't back down now. They decided to confront Mr. Edwards with what they had discovered. However, when they arrived at his office, they found it empty. A quick search revealed that he had packed up and left in a hurry, leaving behind a hastily written note: "You'll never catch me. The truth will stay hidden." The girls were left with a sense of frustration and unease. Mr. Edwards had slipped through their fingers, and the full extent of his plan remained unclear. But they knew they had to keep going, for the sake of their coach and their school. As they continued their investigation, they uncovered more secrets and lies that had been buried for years. The web of deceit seemed to grow larger with each discovery, and they began to realize just how deep the corruption ran. One evening, while reviewing their findings, Ellie and Lisa received an anonymous tip. The message was simple: "Meet at the old warehouse by the docks at midnight. Come alone." They knew it could be a trap, but they couldn't ignore the chance to get closer to the truth. When they arrived at the warehouse, they found a mysterious figure waiting for them. The person stepped out of the shadows, revealing themselves to be none other than Ms. Johnson, the school's guidance counselor. She had been working undercover to expose Mr. Edwards and his network of corruption, and she had chosen Ellie and Lisa to help her. Ms. Johnson explained that she had been gathering evidence against Mr. Edwards for months, and she believed that with Ellie and Lisa's help, they could finally bring him to justice. The girls agreed, and together they formed a plan to take down the corrupt vice principal. In the weeks that followed, they worked tirelessly, gathering evidence and building their case. They faced numerous challenges and dangers, but their determination never wavered. Finally, the day came when they had enough evidence to confront Mr. Edwards and his accomplices. With the help of the police, they orchestrated a sting operation to catch him red-handed. The confrontation was intense, but in the end, Mr. Edwards and his network were arrested. The school was finally free from his control, and the truth about Coach Thompson's murder was revealed. It turned out that Mr. Edwards had orchestrated the entire plot, using the coach's past and his affair to manipulate him and ultimately eliminate him when he became a threat. Ellie and Lisa's bravery and determination had paid off, and they were hailed as heroes by their friends and the school community. The cheerleading team went on to win more championships, and the school slowly began to heal from the dark times it had endured. But even as they celebrated their victory, Ellie and Lisa knew that there would always be more mysteries to uncover and more challenges to face. And they were ready to take them on, together. Ellie and Lisa couldn't let their guard down. The arrest of Mr. Edwards had only uncovered part of the truth. Rumors began to surface about a bigger conspiracy involving more people within the school and beyond. The thought that there could be more hidden secrets kept them awake at night. A few weeks after Mr. Edwards was taken away, strange things started happening again. Anonymous notes began appearing in the lockers of the cheerleading team, warning them to stay silent and forget the past. Someone was trying to intimidate them, but Ellie and Lisa were not easily scared. They decided to meet with Ms. Johnson, who had been their ally throughout the investigation. Ms. Johnson shared her own suspicions about some influential figures in the town who might be pulling the strings. It became clear that Mr. Edwards was just a pawn in a much larger game. As they continued to dig, Ellie and Lisa found evidence linking several town officials to illegal activities. They realized that the corruption went beyond the school and into the very fabric of the town's governance. The stakes were higher than they had imagined. One night, while secret at Ellie's house, they heard a noise outside. Someone was watching them. They peered out the window and saw a shadowy figure lurking near the fence. Before they could react, the figure disappeared into the night. The following day, the police visited the school to warn them about potential dangers. The girls knew they had to be more cautious, but their resolve only grew stronger. They couldn't let fear stop them from uncovering the truth. Their next lead took them to an old, abandoned building on the outskirts of town. According to their sources, this place was once a hub for illicit activities, now long forgotten. They decided to explore it, hoping to find more clues. Inside the building, they discovered a hidden room filled with old documents and photographs. Among them were pictures of Coach Thompson, Mr. Edwards, and several town officials together at various events. It was clear that they had been involved in something sinister for a long time. Just as they were about to leave, they heard footsteps approaching. They quickly hid, watching as a group of men entered the room. The men started discussing their plans, mentioning a big event that was supposed to happen soon, something that would change everything. Ellie and Lisa realized that they had stumbled upon a crucial piece of information. They needed to get this evidence to the authorities, but they couldn't risk being caught. They managed to sneak out and head straight to the police station. With the new evidence in hand, the police launched a full-scale investigation. The town was in uproar as more people were arrested and the extent of the corruption became clear. The cheerleading scandal was just the tip of the iceberg. In the end, justice was served, and the town began the long process of healing. Ellie and Lisa were praised for their bravery and determination, but they knew that the fight against corruption was never truly over. They had uncovered a dark chapter in their town's history, and they vowed to remain vigilant, ready to take on whatever challenges came their way. Their story was a reminder that even the most unlikely heroes could make a difference. And so, Ellie and Lisa continued to stand by each other, facing the future with hope and courage, knowing that together, they could overcome anything. In the weeks and months that followed, the town slowly began to rebuild itself. The school introduced new policies to ensure transparency and prevent future corruption. The cheerleading team, now under the guidance of a new, trusted coach, continued to excel and bring pride to the school. Ellie and Lisa became local heroes, admired for their bravery and tenacity. They received numerous awards and recognition for their efforts in uncovering the truth. Yet, they remained humble, always remembering the importance of standing up for what is right. One sunny afternoon, as they walked through the school halls, they noticed a familiar face in the crowd. It was Mr. Peterson, the janitor who had helped them in their investigation. He smiled at them, a look of pride in his eyes. Ellie and Lisa knew that they had made a lasting impact, not just on the school, but on the entire community. Life went on, and the two friends remained as close as ever. They continued to be involved in school activities, always vigilant and ready to help others. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day, fortified by the challenges they had overcome together. As graduation approached, they reflected on their journey. They realized that the fight against injustice never truly ended, and they were prepared to face whatever the future held. They knew that as long as they had each other, they could overcome any obstacle. The town may have faced dark times, but Ellie and Lisa proved that even in the darkest moments, light could shine through. Their story inspired many, teaching the value of courage, friendship, and unwavering determination. And so, as they stepped onto the stage to receive their diplomas, the applause echoed through the auditorium. Ellie and Lisa looked at each other with a knowing smile. This was just the beginning of their journey, and they were ready to take on the world, one step at a time. I hope you enjoyed this thrilling tale of mystery, friendship, and courage. If you ever need another story or anything else, feel free to let me know. Thank you for sticking around till the end of the story. If you enjoyed Cheerleader's Secret Affair, The Coach, The Scandal, The Murder, and want to hear more thrilling tales, why not subscribe to our YouTube channel? Movie Camera. Subscribe to. On our channel, you'll find engaging stories asterisk. From mysteries to adventures, we've got it all. Regular updates asterisk. New stories every week to keep you entertained. Interactive content asterisk. Join the discussion and share your thoughts. Don't miss out on the next exciting chapter. Hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and click the bell icon to get notified every time we upload a new story. Let's embark on more adventures together. Happy listening. Books 1.